So guys, if you want to enjoy Deadpool and Wolverine, you should watch Deadpool's recap. Yes, this video is a recap of Deadpool 1 and 2. Well, hello, my name is Audrey. The recap starts with Deadpool 1. Deadpool is sitting in Depinder's taxi and is on his way to kill Francis, who is Francis. I'll tell you later. Depinder drops him off on a bridge where Deadpool makes fun of Wolverine and says no one can scare him because he can stab himself in the butt with his dagger. So this is the first hint for the upcoming parts. Well, let's move forward. Now, Francis arrives there, and they start fighting. We learn that Deadpool has superpowers, super healing, and the ability to never die. When Deadpool is about to kill Francis, Colossus, who is a mutant made of steel, and Negasonic Warhead, who has the power of atomic bursts, show up. They are members of the X-Men team who use their powers for good and stop Deadpool from killing Francis. Taking advantage of the situation, Francis escapes. But what did Francis do that Deadpool is after him? Let's go to the flashback. Wade Wilson is a man who goes to his friend's bar every day to earn money and plays a game called Deadpool. That's where he meets Vanessa, and they start a relationship. One day, Wade finds out that he has last-stage cancer. While he's drinking at his friend's bar, a man approaches him and says he can cure his cancer and give him superpowers. After some thought, Wade agrees and goes to the man's lab, where he meets Francis. Francis performs many experiments on Wade, curing his cancer but turning him into a mutant. However, Wade's body gets severely damaged in the process. Enraged, Wade fights Francis and escapes from the lab. Now Wade tells his friend the whole story and says that only Francis can fix his body, so he needs to find him. Wade changes his name and adopts the name Deadpool. After seeing the Deadpool game board, flashback ends. Back to the present time. Francis has escaped Deadpool's grasp and kidnaps Deadpool's girlfriend, Vanessa. Now, Deadpool, with the help of Colossus and Negasonic, goes to Francis's hideout to save Vanessa and kill Francis. After a lot of fighting, Deadpool saves Vanessa and captures Francis, demanding he fix him. Francis tells him to go to hell and that he made his life a living hell. Enraged, Deadpool kills Francis. Vanessa accepts Deadpool as he is, but there is another hint about Wolverine in the post-credit scene. We learn that a character named Cable, who can time travel, is coming in part 2. Now, part 2 begins. In Deadpool 2, the movie starts with another Wolverine toy in Deadpool's hand. Another hint. We learn that Deadpool is trying to kill himself in his own home. The reason is shown in a flashback. After part 1, Deadpool is killing international criminals, but one criminal escapes and later kills Deadpool's girlfriend, Vanessa. Deadpool blames himself for her death and tries to kill himself in different ways. Flashback ends. Back to the present. Colossus saves Deadpool and takes him to his home, making him a part of the X-Men team. Meanwhile, a mutant school is shown where a kid named Russell is being taken, and the principal tortures him a lot. Now, Cable enters. We see a future scene where Cable's house is burned and his family is killed. He decides to travel back in time and kill the person responsible, who is Russell. In the present, Russell wreaks havoc in the school, and Deadpool arrives with the X-Men team to control him. Deadpool sees marks on Russell's neck and realizes the school people have tortured him. Enraged, Deadpool shoots at the school staff, but Colossus controls him. The police then capture Deadpool and Russell and take them to a mutant prison, putting a device on their necks that nullifies their powers. Cable arrives at the prison to kill Russell, but Deadpool fights him to save Russell. During the fight, Deadpool's neck device is removed, and his powers return. He then ejects Cable from the prison and escapes with Russell. Deadpool goes back to his friend's bar and tells him the whole story. His friend informs him that the mutant prison is being shifted. Deadpool decides to form a team and rescue Russell during the shift, but Deadpool insists on giving the kid another chance to mend his ways. Russell, along with Juggernaut, attacks the school to kill the principal who tortured him. Deadpool and Cable arrive with their team. A big fight ensues. Deadpool tries to convince Russell not to kill the principal, but Russell doesn't listen. So, Cable shoots at Russell, but Deadpool sacrifices himself and takes the bullet. Seeing Deadpool's sacrifice, Russell changes his mind and doesn't kill the principal, preventing the future disaster, but Cable is saddened by Deadpool's death and time travels to bring him back to life. Happy ending. Part 2 ends. In the credit scene, it is shown that Deadpool now has Cable's time travel device and goes back in time to save Vanessa and revive his teammates who died in the fight with Cable. Interestingly, he also kills the Deadpool shown in the Wolverine post-credit scene, ensuring there is no fight between Wolverine and Deadpool. Deadpool also says that if Wade Wilson, that is Deadpool himself, calls you, make a Grand Ray entry. Another hint. Recap ends. Congratulations if you've watched till here. Now you can enjoy the Deadpool and Wolverine movie in peace. See you in the next video. Goodbye.